You know that feeling. Your chest tight, your jaw clenched, hands cold, mind racing like an old engine trying to start. You tell yourself, today I will be calm. Today I will be confident. Today I will finally be fixed. So you rehearse lines. You watch advice videos. You lift your shoulders like armor. You sculpt your face into a smile. You push, you force. You pretend. And the harder you push, the worse it gets. Your breath gets shallow, your voice cracked, your skin prickles with the small horror of being seen. You come off smaller than before. You go to bed thinking, why did that not work? You wake up with the same old ache, like a loose tooth that taps every time you speak. This is not just bad luck, it is a pattern. You try to hold water in your hands and it slips out. You try to hold a bird and it dies. You try to keep the feeling of safety by tightening your grip, and the thing you hold most dear, your calm, your joy, your sense of self, starts to flee. That squeeze, that strain becomes the very thing that breaks you. Most of us live by a rule we never noticed. We believe that if we pull hard enough, the world will line up with our plan. We think effort is the answer to every lack. We sign up for endless fixes, courses, routines, tricks, labels. We measure ourselves by how many steps we took, how many pages we read, how many things we checked off, and inside, we feel hollow. Because effort is a tool, it can lift stones. It can build houses, but it cannot force the heart to be at ease. It cannot make a tired river run backward. Listen, the problem is not that you are weak. The problem is that you are trying to fix something that can't be fixed that way. You are trying to control what is alive. You are trying to steer a wave with a stick. Think about swimming. If you panic and flap your arms, you sink. If you float, you ride the water. If you try to stay on the surface by pushing down, you actually go under. It is nonsense, but true. Same with being. You try to keep on top and of pride, of image, of calm, and you find yourself drowning. When you stop the frantic striving, there is a strange lift. You sink and the water holds you. The more you try to stay up by force, the more you go down. The more you let go, the more you float. People do this in little wars every day. You try to be interesting at a party, so you say too much. You try to be funny and the joke collapses. You try to stay cool in front of a new person and you freeze. You try to sleep when you are tired and your mind wakes up like a guard dog. The harder you tell the mind to stop, the louder it says, what if? There is a law at work here. Call it the law of reverse effort. It is simple. Push at what you want and it moves away. Alan Watts used to point this out with a smile. He liked the twist. He would say that trying to grasp happiness is like trying to trap a butterfly with both fists. The butterflies slip through, crushed and lost. Watts would nudge you to see the joke, that your very clever plans to make things right are the clumsy hands that ruin them. So what do people do when they notice they are stuck? They double down. They read more books, they set more goals. They repeat the rituals they think smart people do. They set timers and trackers, buy courses promising fast change, and put their worth in the number of habits kept. They sign breath apps and say mantras that mean nothing. None of this sees the real fault line. They think the edge is on the outside, but the crack is inside. In the idea that you must save yourself by force. Here is the error in plain talk. You treat yourself like a broken machine that you must disassemble, tune, and polish until it hums. You imagine a self that is separate and always in need of fixing. So you aim at being a self that is better, smoother, safer. But that aim is the very motion that pulls you apart. You lose sight of the fact that the self is not a thing you own. It is more like a song you join. And songs do not get louder by squeezing the throat. Songs arise when you open the mouth. The trick, and it is the honest, quiet, painful trick, is to stop trying that way. Not to stop living, not to stop making choices, but to stop the war within. To stop thinking that every feeling must be edited out. To stop pretending that you can keep love by gripping it like a prize. Let me be blunt. When you live by the rule, fix first, feel later, you shove the feeling farther away. When you loosen, you feel. Now this is where most people expect a pep talk. They want a list. Do these 10 things and it will work. They want a new program to follow. But the answer is not another tactic. It is a mind shift, a reversal. Alan Watts liked paradoxes because they yank you out of linear thinking and into life. Here is the reversal. The way out is through surrender, not in the weak sense, but as a brave act of stopping the fight with yourself. Surrender does not mean giving up. It means stopping the pointless push. It means letting the breath be slow. It means letting the face soften. It means allowing the shame to be there without fixing it. It means saying to yourself, okay, I feel small. I feel afraid. I don't have to hide it. Then, without the strain of hiding, something else appears. Your shoulders drop. Your voice comes back. People notice. They do not see weakness, they see honesty. They lean in because honesty is rare. Surrender is not submission to shame. It is the act of not feeding shame with effort. Think of the mind like a tight fist around a pebble. The more you squeeze, the more the pebble digs into your palm. But if you open the fist, the pebble sits there harmless. The same is true for fear, for neediness, for the craving for approval. The more you grip, the more it hurts. Let go, and the pain changes shape. There's another piece many miss. We assume being alone is the path to saving ourselves. We imagine some heroic self who pulls itself up by its bootstraps, who knows how to fix everything. That is a myth. You cannot save yourself alone. Because you are never alone. You are part of a context of voices, bodies, past hurts, and other people who carry you without asking. In trying to be completely self-sufficient, you cut the threads that keep you steady. You pretend you must be the ladder and the climber both. The ladder is there, let another foot on it. This is not a call to laziness, it is a call to truth. The world will not collapse if you stop forcing your inner life into shape. The world might even bloom. When you stop performing confidence, people breathe easier around you. When you stop faking peace, you meet real peace. The more you try to be safe by holding on, the more danger you create. The danger of living small, the danger of losing sight of who you are when the mask falls. Now, how does this play out in one simple move? There is a tiny practice you can do that sums the change. It is not a trick or a habit, it is a test. Stop trying to be anything for 5 seconds, drop the script. Let your hands lie where they are. Notice the body. Breathe. See how the mind wants to judge. Still, do not judge the judge, let the stream of thought flow. You will feel a fight, keep letting go. After a while, your breath gets deeper. The tight knot in the chest eases. The sway of the mind slows. You have not fixed the whole life in 5 seconds, but you have shown the system something new, that you do not always have to be at war. Alan Watts would remind you, life is a dance, not a problem to be solved. The dancer does not think, I must have perfect steps. The dancer hears the music and moves. If the dancer fussed at each foot, the dance would die. People who try to live like a dance with the same fury they use to fix things end up stiff. The spirit is loosened by play, not by force. Play is not childish. Play is a form of intelligence. It says, I will try things and I will accept the result. It says, I will be curious, not desperate. Desperation burns, curiosity invites. Try to meet life with curiosity for a week. When you feel a shame flare, ask, what is this like? Not, how do I stop it? Just watch like you watch a movie. You will start to see patterns. Patterns can be met. They are not enemies. Another useful image, you are like a radio. When you twist the dial too hard, static grows. When you lay a hand on the set and relax, the signal clears. You cannot force the music into being. You can only tune. Your job is to become a good tuner. Be gentle with yourself. Let your hands be soft. Let your attention be light. If you allow me to be harsher, stop feeding the market for self-improvement like it is the gospel. That market sells the myth that you must always be optimizing. It uses guilt to sell fixes. You deserve more honesty. Some days you will get up and be thin with energy. Some days you will be heavy. Some relationships will work, some will not. That is life. Respect this fact, plan for it. Build a life that does not collapse when you have a bad day. That is real resilience. And remember, surrender is not passive. It is the act of seeing the truth and choosing from there. It is like a chess player who stops reacting to panic and starts to see the board. The first move is to stop fighting yourself. The second move is to act from a less frantic place. The third move is to let others in. The last move is to laugh at the whole thing. Watts liked to laugh. He thought the universe had a sense of humor. So do not be afraid to laugh at your tightness. Laughing is like opening the fist. Now I will give you one sentence that will hold what I said. When you stop strangling the river will carry you. Read it, feel it, and let it sit in your throat like a slow breath. And if you want to try something that will not feel like a task, tonight when you find yourself rehearsing how to be, put your phone down, close your eyes, and breathe as if you have nothing to prove. Let your shoulders drop and say quietly, I let this go. Not as a rule, but as a test. If you do it and you fail, try again without blame. Each time you soften, the world returns a little more life. Let the law work. The less you force, the more you live.